And that's my story.
Alright, my turn. Once upon a time.
Shut up, I'll handle this one. I've had a few brews, but I got this. Well, it all starts with a cuckold carpenter.
Of course it has to be about the carpenter. You're really starting to piss me off, Robin.
You trying to step, bro?
Yeah, let's go.
Come on, guys, stop. Robin, back to your story.
Fine. Once on a time was a dwelling in Oxford, a wealthy lout who took in guests aboard, and of his craft he was a carpenter. A poor scholar was lodging with him there, who learned the arts, but all his fantasy was turned to study of astrology. This clerk was called the clever Nicholas. Of secret loves he knew, and their solace, and he kept counsel too, for he was sly, and meek as any maiden passing by. The carpenter had lately wed a wife, whom Lyle loved better than he loved his life, and she was come to 18 years of age. Jealous he was, and held her close in cage. For she was wild and young, and he was old, and deemed himself as like to be cuckold. Skittish she was, as is a pretty colt, tall as a staff and straight as a crossbow bolt. A brooch she wore upon her collar low, as broad as boss of buckler did it show. Her shoes laced up to where a girl's legs thicken. She was a primrose and a tender chicken, for any lord to lay upon his bed, or yet for any good yeoman to wed. Now, sir, and then, sir, go befell the case, that on a day this clever Nicholas fell in with this young wife to toy and play, the while her husband was down Osney way. Clerks being as crafty as the best of us, and unperceived he caught her by the puss.
Yeah, foot.
Oh, darling, love me now, or I shall die, and pray you God may save.
I will not kiss you, by my faith. Why, let go, Nicholas. I will call for help, and cry alas. Do take your hand away, for courtesy. My husband is so full of jealousy. Unless you will await me secretly, you must keep all quiet, hidden in this case.
Nay, there, worry not. A clerk has lazily employed his while. If he cannot, a carpenter begale.
Then things got a little bit freaky. As Nicholas and Allison fall in love, a new man begins to approach Allison at her home, serenading her at the door and offering several gifts. This man goes by the name of Absalom. But because we're running low on time and his role has very little point to it, we're going to skip most of his parts. Desperate for total loneliness with his new lover, Nicholas approaches her husband, John.
Excuse me, but I've had a vision that there is going to be a massive flood twice the size of Noah's. We must do something.
Oh no, I can't let anything happen to Allison. What should we do?
Let's make a boat.
And what do you suppose we use to make a boat?
I've got just the idea.
You've got to be kidding me.
Nope, now do work, son.
After much work on the bathtub boats, the carpenter finishes. He sets them up in the house and takes a nap.
Shit, you ready for round 2?
I'm ready for round 2, 3, 4, and 5.
That's what I like to hear.
I'll get it.
Can I have a kiss, beautiful?
Sure, but you gotta close your eyes.
Will do.
You bitch!
Angered by Allison's prank, Absalom returns later with a hot poker, desperate for revenge.
Ah, that was great. I'll get it.
Take this. Absalom rams a hot rod into Nicholas's ass, causing severe pain.
Water, water, water.
As Nicholas knocks Absalom off the balcony, John wakes up from the screams for water and triggers the bathtub to fall into the yard. People gather around in laughter at the final scene of the tale. Ah, jackass! What are you doing?
Idiot!
here.